Hello tacticians, it's Nox here, and today we're going to be looking at requisitions, and in particular the pity mechanic which they introduced, which means the more requisitions that you open, the more likely you are to get a legendary character. As always, thank you to everyone who supports the channel, whether it's through subscribing or using my friend code, as it really does help me out. So what is this pity mechanic? If you go to open up a requisition drop and click on the dice in the top, you will see the Mercy system for me is active, which means I'm guaranteed to open a legendary character in the next 47 drops. And that is because I've opened 253 of these drops without a legendary character. Now, I normally open these in 10s, and the reason for that 3 is partway through a 10 drop, I managed to get a legendary character and it started to count from there. However, as it is at the moment, I'm at 253 and I am going to be opening these up one by one to see the change in the percentage chance for each drop. So as you can see, after 253, you have a 6.78% chance in one drop to open a legendary character. So I'm interested to see if this really ramps up quickly the closer we get to 300, or if it stays flat and then at 300 becomes 100%. So let's start opening. So here comes the first one, and it's already a legendary. This could be short, although not a legendary character. So let's see which legendary orbs I'm getting, and it's 2 legendary chaos orbs. So if I hit continue, and again look at the requisition, you'll see I've now had 254 drops. So we're going to go through this quite quickly. I'll probably skip a few of these and just put the percentage chance next to where the thank yous are, just so we can see how this goes. Then we have Azrael, pretty decent character, and you're guaranteed to get him as a drop at some point as well. Five shards for Deathleaper, and it is a bit of a shame that there is no Tyranid campaign, as their uses are fairly limited. Some more orbs, always needed. In fact, I probably need orbs more than I need shards for a character, although these are only rare orbs, so not as good. $10 for Rask. Pretty decent character. As you can see, I've got lots of shards there. I do need to upgrade him at some point. So the percentage chance is starting to increase, but still overall a very low chance. I must admit, I do like Yazagor, absolutely stellar character, although a bit on the squishy side. But as long as he does his job, it's not a bad character to have. So we've got a character. It's not legendary. It's actually the Malleus rocket launcher. I wouldn't have remembered that, I'll be honest. I need to click on them to remember some of these. But I do actually need a few more shards to level it up, so that's pretty nice. And Immerspec. To be honest, he was very useful in the recent survival campaign with Dared Gobbo. An epic character, or shards of a character coming in. Oh, orbs. And again, a whole character here, and this time, well, he has to turn up at some point in Sizus. And here's my legendary. Or is it? No, it's not. It's actually some more orbs. But I will take legendary orbs every single day of the week. I do need loads of them. So with 36 drops left and open 264, I still only have less than 10% chance, but at least that chance is creeping up quicker, as now each one is going to add a 0.28% chance, and that is creeping up as well. Aethana, max turnout, so those 5 shards are going to go straight into this shard shop. And for those of you who may not know what the Rogue Trader shard shop is, when you blue star your characters, they will translate their shards into Archaeotech. And with those, you can actually buy things like codexes and other characters. $10 for Creed. a fairly decent character for the Imperial campaign. His use has actually dropped off quite a lot though. And 10 for Vitruvius. Now these are shards for a legendary character, but this does not count, so my search continues. And unfortunately Vitruvius isn't the best legendary character to have, but, you know, I'll take them. And another whole character, this time Makateb. And as you can see, I do need to increase his star level, but it's just those orbs which never seem to drop for me. So finally we have beaten 10%, and I have opened 268 of these drops without a legendary character. Let's continue and see which one I get. Some more orbs there. And 10 for a fairly new character, Zybeer. Now, I am trying to get her to legendary, so those are very welcome indeed. And Boss Golgort, so another lot to go into the Rogue Trader shop. And 10 for Cut there. And another 5 for Zybeer. Very happy about that. And now the percentage chance is encroaching towards that 0.5%, so still not really ramping up, but at a 12% chance, the likelihood of me getting one soon is increasing. And 5 more for Archimatos, who, again, I've maxed out. And that is a rare, not an epic. And it's just rare Xenos orbs. And Mesa, not a character I'm super enthralled with. I believe there are fans out there who can hit hard, but not for me, this character. When will the legendary appear? 10 for Ravas. And 5 for Ahriman. Now the question is, am I going to get anywhere near 50% before I get my legendary? And here we go. Is this a legendary character? This is the legendary character. The question is, who? And I was hoping I'd take it a little bit further, I'll be honest, just to see how far I'd get before I got one. But here we go. The legendary character is Morvenn Vahl. She's not the best, to be honest, and as you can see, I've got more than enough shards for her already. So maybe I just need to pull my finger out and level her up. But it's hard to do that. She isn't really used anywhere, and at the moment, although she is on loan to the Adeptus Mechanicus for the team Tournament Arena, she'll obviously be replaced at some point with a new AdMech. So whilst you are guaranteed a legendary, it doesn't mean the legendary will be any good. So now if I go back into requisitions and click on there, you'll see that the Mercy system will no longer be in effect until I have 100 drops or more without a legendary character. The one thing I will say is here I've been using one requisition at a time, and I will say that you shouldn't really do that unless you are specifically trying to avoid getting a whole character. It's much better to use the 10 at a time because you are guaranteed a character with each 10. And it's not necessarily a new character, it will be a whole character. So you could end up getting a character that you already have, but if you're a new player, this is still much better to do than doing them one at a time. If you like these videos, then it would be much appreciated if you at least think about using my friend code, as it really does help me out. Or if you or your guilds are looking for a new home, please reach out to any of the guilds shown, as we'll always welcome new people into our midst. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.